You're seeing pretty much this?
Yeah.
Which brings up Mike Smith. Let's hear it, Mike Smith. Come on, put your hands together. Get this guy stoked. Riding that fly paper grip tape, riding for Madrid skateboards, Madrid trucks, Madrid wheels. Words to live by. Ripping it up. Always a stylish skater, being a Marina Del Rey local way back when. Yeah, across the channel, doing a lot of airs. Next up, Mark Gator-Rogowski. Let's hear it. Split personality, Gator-Rogowski. Skating for Vision Skateboards. Going trucks. Riding those shorts with the same graphics as his board. Part of Division Streetwear. Yeah, crossing the channel. Mark's a soft-spoken skater. Yeah. Get him stoked. No, that's not going to be good enough. You're going to have to really keep screaming for him. You want him to do some height, you better get him pumped. Talking about Lucky Star, Madonna's going to be his Lucky Star. He's going to be up there with the stars. Rocket Air. Everybody's been wanting to see that all weekend. Holy cow, this guy's non-stop. Yeah. All right, that's time on the money for Tony Haha.
You need a runner for beverages, pour la floor.
No, don't wreck it. Don't wreck it. Please don't wreck it.
Gosh darn, this guy is good. Go with some height.
Competition was extremely tough. I didn't know. It's really hard to tell who's gonna win because like 20 guys are tearing it up and you're real nervous and just really surprised.
Did you think that you were doing all right, or did you tell? Or
I thought I was doing all right. I felt I was gonna make the top 5.
Yeah. Was it a surprise when you got the top?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go with some height.
Looks like a tape left down in the rain. Is your name MacArthur Parker, or is it Reba?
The name of the sport is footbag. Hacky sack was the first brand of footbag on the market, therefore everyone calls it hacky sack. It's just like a frisbee brand, flying disc. It was started in 1972 by a man named John Stahlberger, who invented it as a rehabilitation exercise for injured knees. There's different events in footbag. There's the direct competitive version of the sport, which is footbag net. That's played a lot like volleyball with your feet. It's a fast-paced tennis volleyball type game. And there's an artistic version of the sport, which is called freestyle, where one person or 2 to 3 person teams play to music, 3 to 4 minute choreographed routines.
Trucks, likes of each clothing, likes with the boys. Yeah! Bill's ripping it up out there. And yours. This is Autonomous Weapon. Yeah! This guy is definitely going to be one of the contenders here. You don't get into this top 10 finals without doing some hard stuff. Let me show you what it's all about. A creeper. Inside rock and roll, not an easy trick. There's a foot plant. Yeah. That's our Chris Miller up there. Making himself at home. Looks like he's adapted to this ramp pretty darn quick. Last saw this guy in Huntington Beach performance for 25 to 30,000 people. There's the same thing here. he watching? Yeah. Early release. Chris Miller. Tony Magnuson. After Tony Magnuson will be the final run for each skater. Yeah, look at this. What do you guys got to say about this? You pretty happy? Let's hear it. Let's get them started. You can tell there. Extension there. For the final run of this 10-man jam, let's bring up Danny Webster. Get him stoked. Danny. All these guys trying to make the top 5 of this heat so they can go on to the final 10-man jam. It's definitely 30 of the hottest skaters Tempe, Arizona has ever seen. Hey, whoa, hey. All right, there's a little Smith crying there. Webster. Skate for Gordon Smith. OJ Wheels. Going Trucks. Fast line under his feet. Detail. Good to see this guy back at this championship. West Coast concerts in a while. Yeah. All right. Definitely the best in it. All right, Danny Webster. Jockey brand underwear. All right. Ken Park. No. Nice jealous part there. What's he got next? Nice detail. My foot's still on. Hey, come on, let's get it going for this guy. I don't know if you noticed, but he's riding his board backwards right now. He's taking his... Told you, Jockey brand underwear, new sponsor. Congratulations, Ken Park. Now he's modest. All right. Trying to top that one, Steve Schneer. What are you gonna pull out? Local boy here, Scottsdale, Arizona resident. Skating for 8th Street Skateboards. Oh! Oh! Look at this guy. Yeah. Is everybody watching this? Some of the hottest skating I've ever seen, and I've done the most every contest. All right, Steve Schneer. Rostov next. I'm the shadow in the cobblestone. I'm the stagnant one. Let's hear it. Following up a couple of real quick. Rob Rostov. I'm the funeral servant. I know more. I'm the skating with Santa Cruz Skateboards. Local Russian clothing. All right. Next skater up, Peter. Mark Rogowski. Krosky. Get him stoked. Let him know about it. You guys in the stands, let him know you're out there. This is just a trick. Gator Gosky. Joe Johnson next. Alright, Joe Johnson. Scaring for Vision Skateboards, Tractor Trucks. Alright. Jonathan Hawker. Definitely a neat style. Street skate. Just Russell, let's hear it for him. Going directly to extension. Alright. Let's bring the tail. Yeah, stalling it inward. What's he got next? Ooh, air crossover. Where was my help from above? Let's hear it. Our next skater up, Bill Danforth. Yeah. This guy's whipping it apart. Let's keep him stoked. Danforth skating for Alva and Tracker Trucks and Life's of Beach Clothing. Skating at South Los Angeles. Keeping it rock. Backside for this one. Go in there. As soon as the ramp dries off, we'll Mickey, before you skate, we're going to wipe down the ramp. So it's not quite done. Alright, Tony, stay going. Yeah, no problem. Tony Magnuson. Alright, we're going to wipe down the ramp real quick. And then we're going to tabulate who's our top 5 skaters out of that jam. And we're going to go directly in to our next jam. Okay, the next skater should be getting ready to get up to the top of the stands. 10 plus. Just went through 30 minutes of hard skating in the last jam. Skating for Town and Country Skate Designs. Jockey brand cookware. Go Wing Trucks. Those are his sponsors. Those who keeps him happy. Beach clothing. Been featured in many articles and advertisements for Life's Beach lately. That's Stanford's first rock. Alright. Punch Beach on the sidelines being a professional catcher. Chris Miller up next. Yeah, Chris blasting some major air. Doing it on his skateboard with his name on it. Also riding the Duel At Diablo. Grabbing the tail on the way in. Right. Covering a lot of footage with these airs. Not only up, but crosses it up. Yeah. Miller getting a lot of shots to mags lately. You can see why right here. He did excellent out in Chicago as well. I'm sure you will be able to see him next month, or actually in December when he goes to Anaheim to skate that contest up there. Chris Miller, Tony Magnuson. Tony Magnuson skating SGI. OJ Wheels. Ooh, that takes a breath out of somebody. Congratulations, Tony Magnuson. All right. Up on the extension, we have DIABLO. Skating for Santa Cruz. OJ Wheels, independent trucks. I got a board at my house that looks exactly like that. Variation there is. Back to back. What you got this time? Across the channel. Sweet eggplant. This guy's not double jointed, he's triple jointed. Alright. Tony Hawk, let's hear it. Come on, let's get these guys going. Steve Cavallero. Let's hear it. Christian blasting higher. It's rocking. Rocking. Yeah. Says I'm the new 1 foot to skate. You know this guy can probably skate blindfolded if he put his mind to it. Right. This guy is one of the slowest skaters. Skating for many, many years. Bringing down skate parks. Dad used to take him down there. Doing tricks on the car. Skating in those Jimmy's clothing. Alright, he's got a t-shirt with his graphics on it. His likeness on it from Jimmy's. Christian Hussoy, riding out the top of the field. Lance Mountain. This is the same position that Lance was in Chicago too. Qualified in Chicago, came back and did really well. This is the hardest jam. These skaters know that they can't hold anything back. They gotta make every run, every move count. Alright, Lance Mountain, back to the top of the order, kick on. Yeah, Fox, stalling. Yeah, stalling. I guess if you probably coax it, you can probably do, kick it out, goes back. Nice, leader. You should see this guy. Bone direct, could that be? Yeah. Oh, almost pulled it off. Good try on that one. Ken Park, let's bring out Mark Rukowski. Right. Yeah. That's the man. Two Christmas. Blasting. Get her, pulling higher. Every trick you can think of. Knows it all. Knows them all. Yeah. That's going to be a points getter. Make sure you did that. Put in an excellent, strong, clean, fast run. Big for bring the town. Oh, man. Local favorite, Bill Danforth. Let's hear it. Starting off with an air rock. What's he got? Precise skating, on edge at all times. It's hard to do both, but he's been outside. I'm sure Tony Alva's pretty happy to have him as a part of the team. This is Tracker Trucks and Whites of Each Clothing, his sponsors. Working the whole around. Go for the Hail Mary, put it on the flat bar. Yeah, right up, put it backwards. Look at this, what next? Yeah, variation of every trick. I personally seen this guy do about 43 different variations of one trick. Build it up for us. Covering a lot of ground on those airs. Nice lofty ollie across the channel. Skating out at the upper pipeline. That's where he's perfected his style. It's a lot of area to cover there. That's why he uses the whole ramp. That's essential with skating in a contest as a professional. You can't limit yourself to 1 or 2 areas, 1 or 2 Sweden, now living in the Kalmar area. We see a lot with SGI. Alright, going to the Rocket. One of the contenders in the highest air all the time. Is him or Chris and a couple other guys. These guys always put some time into the skateboard. Riding for OJ and going trucks as well. Off the off. Yeah. Tony Magnuson. Next skater up, Mickey Alba. Mickey, long top skater. Not Baldy Piper. There's a few people that got there. Not the Alba Pipeline, but the original Baldy Pipeline. He skated there. Up to Santa Cruz. Independent trucks. Working the whole ramp. Yeah. This guy's making every run count. Each and every one. Show. 20. You guys wanted to see it there once. After that, what's next? Beat something like that. Tony's hoping that nobody can. Aerial to burial. Look how the extension working the whole ramp. These guys and all the members of the Call team have had a rough few weeks here. Directly after the Chicago contest, they had to start shooting for their videotape again. That's where Tony just flew in. Yeah, Tony. Next up, we got Steve Cavallaro.
You guys pretty tired?
Favorite of many skaters. Having few tricks named after him, such as the Cavallaro. Rocket, almost got all the way on the flat line. There's a lot of wind out of your sails on that one. Alright, Steve Cavallaro, let's hear it. Christian Hosoi. I don't think he can hear you guys, you better start screaming. Skating for Hosoi Designs. James Flood. Independent trucks. OJ wheels. Nice plastic Samara. Always stylish. And the component rocket. Component of that trick.
Whoa.
That's all right. He's got another run left. Danforth. Differently on this run. 360 accident. Yeah. Danforth skating my game. I've seen him skate in a long time. Yeah, excellent. All right. Backside bonus. Creeper. Traveling all over, originally from Michigan, moving to Tennessee, Ohio, all over the place. I heard next year might be going to Mississippi for a while. Yeah. Danforth. Frontside rock and roll. What's he got next? Yeah. All right, to a layback. But that's going to do it for Danforth on that roll. Go Danforth. Chris Miller. Spectators, this is the event you want to see. You guys wouldn't want to be leaving the area right now. Let's see. Yeah. Nice. Slapping down on the tail across the channel. Alright. Chris Miller, let's hear it. Tony Magnuson. This is Tony's. Yeah, that's a new era, isn't it? Tony, look at him! You see the camera guys got to point their cameras up to take pictures of Tony. It's a hard one. Lost in that ollie. Working on the extension, working everything. Right. Anti-judo to Frankie. Right. Yeah, Tony Magnuson. DIABLO. Let's hear it, DIABLO. Tony Hawk. Tweaking that arrow across the board. New variation for that one too. Madonna, way up. Folks here in Tempe, Arizona. Landscaping for Powell. Independent. Fall. Lance Mountain. All right, skaters, this is your final run. All right, spectators, this is the final run, so get them going, get them pumped out there. Wants to use some judges take all this in. Alright. Speaking of straight leg shorts, on a country skate design board, riding Joe trucks. Ripping it up out there. Stalwart, flopping his legs over. Teammate on the wing, Gabe Wagowski. Right on the shot. Going directly to the extension. The whole area. Yeah. Slapping down across the channel. Final run, Duel At Diablo. Final run of the day. trick to trick. That's what it's all about here. You've got time to mess around with anything else. Get these guys pumped. Applause for all the skaters that were involved in this. What do you think, Bill?
Well, I was stoked finally for once. You know, it was a completely different scene. It was like a new homecoming to Phoenix because that's probably the place I'll be moving and stuff. So that fella had the crowd behind me and it just made my day.
Definitely. You travel around quite a bit, don't you? How many states have you been to in the last year or so?
Since the 15th of June, I've been into 43 different states. Been doing between 3 and 4 demos a week, about 81 demos since June.
That's a lot of demos. That's a lot of traveling. How long have you been skating, Bill?
Been skating 11 years. Started on the really small boards. Now the boards are really big, but now the boards are getting really small again.
Yeah. Do you feel that skateboarding is a part of your life, or is it a job, or is it an adventure? How do you feel about it?
Skateboarding is my life.
Skating for Santa Cruz Skateboards, independent trucks, picking up a check for $400. Becky Allen. Very well deserved. Also riding for independent and Hawaiian Island Creations, Steve Caballero. 600 kills on that one. Not too bad. Second place, $800. Riding for Hosoi Designs, independent trucks, and Jimmy's Clothing, Christian Hosoi. That's it. All right. I'll tell you, between these last two, it was real tight. Which means in first place, skating for Paul Peralta, Tracker Trucks, and Stubby's Clothing, picking up a cool $1,200 to Lee Rock. Congratulations. Let's hear it for all the skaters here. Turning up, floating the backside over there. Alright. Again, we're putting this all the skaters for being involved. Program please, Abel. Turning up, floating the backside over there.